Why are you so crazy?
But he's excited. He has a new leash. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a really fun video to share with you guys today with tons of stuff. We're going to start out by taking Loki for a walk. I've been trying really hard to do better about getting him a walk every day, or at least every few days. He really needs it. So something that we've been loving is this leash that I got from Amazon. They have different sizes depending on the size of your dog. Loki is definitely a large dog, so he has the large dog option. But it can be extended up to 16 feet, and you can retract it really easily, which is nice because when I used to take him on walk with a short leash, it was just really hard because he is so big and he was so close to me. We were always tripping over each other, so it's nice to give him a little bit of leeway. I really like this leash because it does have the 16 feet that he can walk ahead, but I can bring him back closer to me when I need to, and it retracts really smoothly. It also is reflective, so if you're walking at night, then you know that your leash will be seen in the dark. If your dog tends to chew on their leash, Loki doesn't, but if they do, you can actually cut off the damaged part and then reattach it so that it's still usable, which I thought was really neat, and I hadn't seen anything like that before. So we haven't had this leash for very long, but so far I'm loving it. What we're doing today is taking Loki for a walk. I'm also going to be wrapping presents with you guys, talking about some fun things we have coming up for Christmas. I'm going to be sharing with you a few worksheets that I'm going to be doing with my youngest daughter leading up to Christmas, right before our Christmas break. And then I'm also going to be reorganizing our bookcase in the playroom with all of the girls' books, so you can see kind of the mess that it's in right now and how I reorganize it. If you want to see that and spend some time with me before Christmas, then stay tuned. So I have a few last-minute presents to wrap. I decided to give both girls something that was supposed to be for their birthday. I decided to give it to them for Christmas. One for my oldest because she really needed it before her birthday, and her birthday's not till February. The other is something that my youngest daughter had asked for Christmas after I bought all of her Christmas presents. And I really didn't have many other gifts for her that were things she actually had asked for, except for one thing. So I went ahead and decided just to make it even, since I was giving my oldest daughter one early from her birthday, I would give one for my youngest daughter early that was supposed to be for her birthday. So I'm going to be wrapping those, and I have another gift for my husband, a gift for my mom, and then I'm done wrapping. But I did find some paper, and I went back to Dollar Tree specifically to get some more of the wrapping paper, because typically Dollar Tree wrapping paper is awful. The Voila brand is like their brand, and it's terrible. I'll still get it sometimes, but most of the time I don't get it because it's so thin. But if you can find the Expressions from Hallmark gift wrap at Dollar Tree, it is really good quality. It's actually preferable to me than some of the really, really thick paper you get at Hobby Lobby, because that paper is beautiful, but it's really thick and it doesn't make for a sharp corner, and I really like to have sharp corners on my presents. So if you can find this stuff, and it is like by Hallmark, it's really, really good value because it's good paper. You get a decent amount in the roll, and they have a lot to choose from. So I went back. Didn't know which one I was going to find. I was kind of expecting it to be picked over because it is almost Christmas, but there was actually a big variety, and this paper in particular, and I got 2 rolls of this. My mom actually bought this probably 4 or 5 years ago from Hallmark for like way more, and now it's at the Dollar Tree, but I love it. It was one of my favorite papers that she used to use. So I got 2 rolls of that. I got this My Little Pony paper, which is also Hallmark, to wrap my youngest daughter's present in. And then my oldest daughter really liked this paper. It's got like little gingerbread people and little gumdrops and cupcakes, so I got that to wrap hers in this year, and then I'll have a lot left over for next year. I got this one for my husband, just a red, green, and white stripe. These little snowmen I thought were really cute, so I got those. And then also these little penguins there's little birds on it somewhere. I don't know where they went, but they're on there. There is a bird on there somewhere. Oh yeah, there he is. So a little bird. So I got those, so I stocked up on that. This is not Christmas related, but I got this because I thought it would be fun. It's a bingo game set. We have like educational bingo, and we have a DVD bingo game, but I thought this was neat because it comes with a little spinner, and I just thought it'd be a really fun game to play just in general. And then also, me being a homeschool mom, I'm like, I'll figure out some way to make this educational if I want to or need to, but I just thought it'd be really fun to play, so I got that. And I also got some tape, even though I don't normally get tape at the Dollar Tree. Like the Dollar Tree brand tape. They did have Scotch tape. It's not the best deal in the world. I don't know why tape is so expensive, but I tried to save money on tape last year, and I bought off-brand tape, and it is the worst junk. you've ever seen, because every paper, every package, the paper is popping open because the tape won't stick. So I went back to Dollar Tree. I got Scotch brand transparent tape, so I'm going to be using that to wrap, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, well, this paper is turning out to be pretty thin. Not terribly my experience with the Hallmark paper, so I don't know if the other ones are going to be this thin. This is surprisingly a lot like the Dollar Tree brand paper that I just said I don't like. But it is still really cute. I just have to be a little bit more careful when I'm pulling things. And I also miss my tape dispenser. I don't normally use like these little disposable tape dispensers. I have a refillable tape dispenser downstairs, and I keep one up here in my bedroom. But these rolls came like this, and I didn't want to pull the tape off. But I think for the next rolls, I'm going to just pull the tape off of the little disposable part and put it on my big dispenser, because it takes 10 times as long to wrap a present when you have to stop every single time and pull off a piece of tape. And if I had something nearby to stick a bunch of pieces on, I would do that, but I don't really have anything to do that with right now. And I'm also trying to do this in a hurry because I'm going to get my hair cut really soon. Anyway, yes, I'm getting my hair cut today, and I will show you guys when I get done. I mean, it's not like it's going to look any different, but get a little bit cut off, and then frame up around my face a little bit. I don't get my hair cut very often because I'm cheap, and I don't like the time it takes to sit around and get your hair cut. It just is such a waste of time, and I'm like, I wish I could bring something to do. So I usually only get my hair cut like every 3 or 4 months. And it's okay. When you have a long hairstyle, it's kind of easy to get by with that, I think, which is, I guess, the benefit of having long hair. Okay, I am back from getting my hair cut. It's not a whole lot different, just an inch or two, maybe off the length and then off the layers. So it feels a lot lighter. And I try to push my haircuts out as far as possible, so I won't get my hair cut again until April, which is fine because that's right before we go on vacation. So it's fine, it works out okay for me. So anyway, that's done. Yesterday we decorated Christmas cookies. And if you guys know me, you know I don't like to cook and I don't like to bake. It's annoying. I like to eat it, but I don't like to make it. But I took the time to make a double batch of Christmas cookies. We handmade the icing, the girls decorated them. We went to church, we came back, and ants had gotten in our Christmas cookies. So I don't know why there's ants in the house in December. I hadn't seen any for a while. but apparently they like Christmas cookies too, so now we're not gonna eat them. I mean, I know a lot of people would say, oh, just eat it. We're not gonna eat them. So basically, we are remaking Christmas cookies that we made last night. I'm gonna show you guys the Christmas cookie mix that we used this year, which was awesome. Every year I've changed it up for the last few years because I'm trying to find an organic sugar cookie mix. Last year we used the Annie's sugar cookie mix, and for some reason it's like discontinued. I can't find it anywhere, so we had to find a different brand this year, but it turned out really well. So I'm gonna do that. The girls are skating right now and with my husband, and they'll come home in about an hour. So I'm gonna try to get some of them rolled out and everything, maybe even cooked before they get here. That way when they get here, all they really have to do is decorate them. Finished wrapping those presents that I showed you. What else? I went back to a different Dollar Tree today to get the girls' Christmas cards. For some reason, they don't have a very good selection this year of Christmas cards for kids. They have a ton for granddaughters and grandsons and nieces. I'm like, well, what about like just your children? So I usually get my Christmas cards from there, so I'm not really sure if or where I'm gonna find Christmas cards for the girls. So anyway, that was a bust. I decided to come in here and sit down because my arm was getting tired in there. So I propped my arm up on my leg. Loki jumped up here with me. Say hi, Loki. Say hi. Look, were you locked in the playroom? He keeps going in the playroom when we're gone, and because there's like a storage bag hung on the back of the door, it keeps closing itself. He goes in there to do whatever he wants to do, and then he gets stuck in the playroom. So anyway, he was stuck in the playroom when I got home. But we do have a lot of fun stuff coming up just because it is almost Christmas. We did make Christmas cookies. We're gonna make them again, which the girls really do enjoy. We did a drive-through nativity the other night. That was really fun, just to kind of stop and remember and focus on why we celebrate Christmas. Not that we forget, but sometimes you do get kind of caught up in the hustle and bustle of Christmas and all the fun activities and stuff you've got going on, all the obligations that you forget to take that time. So that was really fun. Would you not burp when I'm trying to film, please? So that was fun. We have a gingerbread making class coming up here in the next few days that me and both girls are gonna go to. I wish my husband could go to, but it's on a day where he has to work, so he won't be able to go there. We've only got 4 more days of school until we are on break for Christmas, so I'm really, really excited. If you guys remember, about a month ago, I said I wasn't burned out yet, and I'm not even so much burned out even right now as I am just like, I feel like overwhelmed because I've got so many other things to do for YouTube and just around the house. The house has gotten kind of out of order lately. And I just feel like I need a little bit of a break from homeschooling and from grading and planning and prepping and all that stuff to be able to focus more on the house, and with Christmas coming, to focus more on doing fun things with the girls. So that's really why I'm more excited about taking a break than I am the fact that I'm tired of homeschooling. I'm not really. It's hard sometimes when you are a homeschool mom. You're here, you see all the stuff that needs to be done, but you can't get to it when you need to because of teaching or grading or taking the kids back and forth to lessons. So it's really nice that both girls are going to be on break from lessons. They're not going to have school, and we're going to be able to get a lot of fun stuff done, and then I'm going to hopefully be able to get some stuff done around the house for at least, it's almost 2 weeks. I think we're taking like 11 days off for Christmas. So we have the gingerbread class coming up. One thing I am so excited about to share with you guys, and I'm so excited to go to, when I was little, like younger, or not little tiny, but I was probably about 14 or 15. We went to see a Cirque du Soleil show when they were at Disney World. It was the La Nuba show. It was there for years and years and years at downtown Disney, which is now called Disney Springs. We went there, me and my mom and my dad and my brother, when I was, you know, a young teenager. It was the most incredible show. It is the best show I have ever seen, like concert, show, play, anything. I don't even want to call it a show because it's so much more than that. I mean, it's music, it's acrobatics, it's art, it's just storytelling. It's amazing, and I've always wanted to take the girls. Cirque du Soleil does have several shows that they travel with, and we are actually going to go see the Cirque du Soleil Holidaze show. So obviously it's a Christmas like holiday themed show with the music and with the amazing acrobatics and performances and artistry, and I am so excited to share this with my girls and my husband because he's never seen a Cirque du Soleil show either. And even if you've seen it on TV or on YouTube, it's great and it's beautiful to watch, but when you're there in person, it is so much more incredible than you can imagine. So the fact that we're actually going to be able to go is so exciting, and the fact that it's for Christmas and it's like holiday themed, I am super excited about that. I highly encourage you guys, if you can afford it at all, whether it's for Christmas or if you go to the one at Disney when it opens back up, or if you go to one that's traveling around, I highly recommend that everybody go to a Cirque du Soleil show at least once. It is an experience that you'll never forget. I've never forgotten it, and it's something that I wanted to share with my girls and my husband. So I know they're gonna love it. I'm really, really excited to do that, and so that's a big deal coming up here in the next week or so. I think that's all I wanted to say right now. I feel like I'm rambling, and my voice is all scratchy because I choked on a gummy vitamin right when I turned the camera on, so like, I'm all like choked up now. But anyway, gonna go make cookies for the second time, so let's hope this time we put them somewhere where the ants do not get to them, and wish me luck. I forgot, I told you guys I was gonna show you the cookies that we got. Okay, so they're not all the way organic. They are 90% organic. It's the Miss Jones Baking Company Confetti Pop Cookie Mix. Now, I was worried when I got these because I really didn't know how I felt about these little things being in a Christmas cookie, but you actually don't taste them, so I don't mind. If they had changed the flavor, I would have been upset, but they didn't, so that was good. 0 trans fat, 0 artificial colors, and then if you're gonna use them for cutout cookies, you're just supposed to add a 1/4 cup of flour to your mix. So I'm gonna double this. I've got 2 bags of these. I'm gonna do 2 eggs and then double the butter and get started on that and try to get them, at least some of them, cooked while the girls are gone, and then try to have some of them done before they get back. So anyway, that's the cookies. They were really good. Highly recommend these. I wanted to share my favorite Christmas decoration in my house this year. I love the tree, of course, and it's really cozy to watch movies in there with the tree on, but I really love how my landing shelf turned out this Christmas. I've done it differently every year the last few years, and I did a fall decorate with me when I showed you how I decorated my landing shelf for fall. I didn't do one of those for Christmas. I thought I would just share it with you on here. If you watched my fall landing shelf decorate with me video, some of these things you might recognize, like this arch here. It's actually black on the other side, and I got it from Michael's. So for Halloween and fall, I had it turned around, and I had a fall leaf hanging there. So for winter and probably spring and summer, I'm gonna keep it turned with the white side out, which is actually the way that it was intended to be displayed. And I just have a little command hook right there, and I have this little red and white, it's actually a kind of like a candle surround that I got at Hobby Lobby a few years ago. I think they still have it. But I just decided to go ahead and hang it on there with that command hook. So that is still there from fall, but I just changed it a little bit for Christmas. These little like sweater cone trees I had from either Target or Hobby Lobby a few years ago. They match perfectly with the red and white theme from the little wreath there, so I put those there. And then the garland I got from, I think, Joann Fabrics last year. And it is not pre-lit, but I just strung some lights on there. The sign that says "Start each day with a grateful heart" came from Kirkland's. I just got that at the end of the summer, and that was there in the fall video too. But I like it because it's pretty much something you can display year round, and it would look good. So that stayed there. And then this little fiber optic snowman came from CVS probably around 2004, and he is still going strong. We put him out every year. He's in different places all throughout the years and kind of move him around. But I always put him out, and I love him. This little gift right there, it says Jesus is the gift, and that came from Hobby Lobby, I think last year or year before last. So I just put that there. I thought it was really cute. And then this green vase has this kind of white puff ball and then green, white, and red beads. It came from Hobby Lobby. The vase, I think, and the sprays came from Hobby Lobby. And then in the fall video, I had the vase wrapped in burlap. And then I just took the burlap off to let it be its natural color for Christmas. So I think that turned out really cute. The only other thing that we did was this little sweater puffball garland came from Target a few years ago. I hang it here pretty much every year. I like how it matches the texture of the sweater cone trees. And it's just really cute and whimsical. And the only thing we did this year that's different is, if you can see that white thing going there, we used to have to drape an extension cord all the way across and then down to the plug. So this year my husband put that up. I didn't get a chance to paint it, but I will once we get Christmas put away and everything's kind of back to normal. I will paint it the wall color so at least it won't show. And he ended up drilling it through the bottom of the shelf. so that it can stay there and there's not ever going to be a wire draping on the shelf. It's always going to be able to come straight down through there and then go down to the plug. And once it's painted, I think it'll be a lot less noticeable. And I think that's just a really good solution for that. So that is how the landing shelf decor turned out. I think it turned out really cute, and it's just really fun every time you turn the corner going up and down stairs that you get to see it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So I have a couple things that we're going to be doing over the course of the week just to add some fun. We're not going to be doing spelling this week just because with a 4-day week, we don't have time to finish the unit before our Christmas break. So this is kind of dirty because we just did it. I actually got this, I think, at Ollie's maybe, and basically you just write a word and then you see how many other words you can make from that word. So we did this today. Instead of spelling, we used the word Christmas, mistletoe, and then she wanted to throw in the word Easter. So we just had a good time playing that and seeing who could come up with the most words. So that's really fun. You don't have to have this board. That's just something you can do on a piece of paper just to add some fun. So we did that. Also, I have a couple 12 Days of Christmas things just to go along with the song. I thought that was kind of fun. So we'll listen to the song throughout the week. And then this is a 12 Days of Christmas like word problem thing. So it tells you the day and then what the part of the song is. And then you go through here and you solve the problems based on the numbers. So how many gifts did your true love give you all together? So you will need to feed your birds. Each bird eats 3 worms every day. How many worms will you need each day to feed all of your birds? So you're going to go over here and count how many birds total that you have, and then fill in the different answers. So there's a bunch of different word problems for that. And then to go along with that, even though she pretty much is doing pretty well with alphabetizing, I just thought it'd be fun just to kind of throw this in there just to alphabetize the different parts of the song. And then this is a writing prompt. My Christmas tree. What does your Christmas tree look like? Is it tall or short, narrow or wide? So she's going to draw the picture and then kind of describe her Christmas tree. And then just a classic Christmas word search, which I love word searches, so this speaks to my heart. The other thing I want to share with you guys is her Charlotte's Web unit study she's going to be doing after we come back from break. This is from Confessions of a Homeschooler. It is a Charlotte's Web unit study and lap book. So I went ahead and made the lap book up, and it's obviously empty. But she's going to be reading Charlotte's Web, and then each chapter there is a different activity to do that would go in your lap book. So animal facts and making a pet fair brochure, talking about story setting, the different seasons, vocabulary definitions from the book, all different types of information, predicting about the story, a timeline, and all of these things go in your lap book. So that is going to be her first like official kind of literature unit. So I'm really excited about that. I know she's going to like reading the book. She loves the movie, and of course after she's read the book, we'll watch the movie as part of school too. And they're also doing some Roman numerals, which is nice because she's been doing that in her teaching textbooks. So that's going to be some nice review for that, and then she'll have a book report at the end. So that is what's coming up for her with her unit study after Christmas, and then we just have these fun worksheets to kind of throw in throughout the week with her regular school. Okay, this is a project I've been putting off for quite a while, and this is our playroom. Most of the extra toys stay in here, and then most of our extra non-homeschool books stay in here. We have this really nice bookshelf from IKEA. As you can see, we always put things back so nicely and everything's organized, and there's also not a pile of junk in the floor in front of the bookcase that keeps you from being able to get or put back nicely what you got out of the bookcase. That's kind of what we're dealing with right now. I wanted to show you kind of the before. My goal is to somewhat categorize things. Like I have chapter books here, but then maybe this stuff's all just kind of mixed in. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have a seasonal section. I don't know yet really how, or if I'm going to organize it a certain specific way or just by size. But that's kind of what I want to do. I've got a couple extra bookends that I found in the homeschool room that I can use. Unfortunately, they're discontinued. IKEA no longer has it. And surprisingly, it's hard to find metal bookends for some reason. Not just decorative ones, but like more functional ones. So this is what it looks like right now. This is all like dolls and doll accessories. I wish that I could find somewhere else to put all these things so that I could use that for extra books. That's what I want to do. I just don't know if that's going to happen. And if it does, where I would put those. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I've got all this stuff in the floor. I have to go through games that nobody can put back in the closet because of all this stuff. A guitar, stuffed animals, just stuff everywhere. So that's what I'm going to work on right now, but I wanted to show you beforehand what it looks like. Okay, so this is kind of mid-progress. It looks worse than it did probably, but it's actually better because I am starting to sort. There was so much stuff on the floor that I had to move a bunch of stuff to even get to the bookcase. I switched some things that were in the closet. I put what was in the closet in this little shelf, and I put what was in this shelf in the closet. So that may work. It may not work. Ignore those books. Those aren't going to stay there. But I'm going to try it and see if it works. And I left room in that shelf right there because my daughter's getting something for Christmas that's going to have a home. So that'll have a home for that. Or that'll be where that goes. So anyway, I'm just sorting through all the books. This big stack is stuff I want to get rid of. And then I'm sorting by size for right now. I haven't decided yet if that's what I'm going to do in the end, but that's what I'm doing at this point. So that is the progress. I'm going to move, these shelves are adjustable. So I'm going to put my oldest daughter's chapter books at the very top and then work my way down so that my youngest daughter can reach what she wants and is accessible to her. So that's the plan for that. I found my old yearbooks in the bookcase, and I thought it'd be fun to show you my old high school pictures. So this is me in 1994 rocking some bangs. Actually, that other picture was 1996. This is 1995. Look at those cheeks. Look at those cheeks. I mean, I could be loading up for winter like a squirrel with those cheeks. And those bangs are amazing. 1998, the year I graduated high school. Again, with the huge face. Just beautiful. I remember thinking, like, these are going to be so awesome. And that's it. I don't know where, I'm missing a year somewhere. But I thought these were funny. I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so the bookcase is all done now. The rest of the room is still a work in progress. I'm still doing some things to this, and there's still some stuff over there that needs to be packed away. But really, that was not the intention of this project. The project was really to organize the bookcase. So one thing at a time. The bookcase is done. It looks a lot the same. We still have my husband and my yearbooks up at the top with the girls' karaoke machine. I just moved everything up the best that I could. Now, some of these shelves don't move, so I didn't get to put things exactly where I wanted them. Like, I think this shelf might not move, and that's why I had to kind of put a little gap there. But anyway, I made it work with what we have. So I moved everything up one shelf. So the top shelf is all things that my oldest daughter is really going to be reading or has read, or it's for an older kid. It's older than my 9-year-old would want to read. So that's what's up at the very top. And then working our way down, we just have kind of by reading level. So some older chapter books here. Some of them were mine, some were my oldest daughter's. These little My Little Pony books are not really too old for her, but they didn't all fit on this shelf. But these are definitely a little bit older. And then starting here, we have younger chapter books. I have some Leap Pad books that I don't really know what to do with. I want to keep them, but no, neither of the girls use them. But for now, I'm keeping them there. And then down here, this entire row is my youngest daughter's chapter books. And I have them organized by animal books, fairy books, like rescue mermaid books and whatever, Magic Tree House, and then some other little things down here. And then moving down, we have all the books that we read, you know, for story time or just to look at. Some of them have gotten kind of messed up because this is actually a few days after I showed you that initial video, and it's been getting used a lot. And for the most part, things are being put back where they were, but they're just getting a little bit not level. But anyway, I have all hardback books in this section here. And then over here, I have all of these like easy readers. Obviously, she can read well beyond these, but they're still fun little bedtime stories. I have all of those here in this section, all hardbacks in this section. This shelf kind of had to be miscellaneous because these books here I would have put there, but because these are so tall and this shelf doesn't move, I had to kind of skip a shelf. So this is kind of a miscellaneous section. We have the girls' yearbooks from our homeschool co-op, Bible books here, and I have a bookend and I have it labeled. And then over here is miscellaneous. So like books about manners, joke books, and things like that are over there. And then at the bottom on these last two shelves, I'm really happiest with how these turned out because even though my labels aren't sticking, we have lots of Berenstain Bear books. So Berenstain Bears has their own section here. This whole section is holiday and seasonal. So fall, winter, summer, spring, Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, all of those are in that section. And then over here is every other softback book that's not seasonal and not a Berenstain Bear book. So all those are over there. And then if I have multiples of them, I have them kind of grouped. Now the only exception were These Pinkalicious books, I did have some that were hardback and some that were softback. So I went ahead and put the hardback ones with these, even though technically they would have gone up there in the hardback section, but whatever. I figured it made more sense to have series together than just paperback and just hardback in that situation. And then down here, again, all hardback. These are larger books, oversized books, a couple little ones down here, and then we have all golden books over there. So for now, that project is done. I wanted to share it with you guys to show you the after. Obviously, this room is still a work in progress. It has been a work in progress since we moved in. I'm just glad that the bookcase is done, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see me make in 2020, definitely leave them in the comments below so I can get an idea of why you guys watch and which videos you watch and which ones you like the most or what you would like to see more of. Definitely let me know that in the comments. That would help me out. I'm a little bit of a creative dry spell right now, so it would really help me to know what you guys want to see from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.